right, y'all. What's good? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate y'all stopping back through. This your boy Hood, man. And I got to talk to y'all about some of that interesting information that's popping out in the world. And it's going viral. Yesterday it went super viral. The boy 50 Cent is calling out Big Meech. And everybody know who Big Meech is. We rock with Big Meech. He's been like a legend in the street, like a street legend. People know his name. They know BMF. And people kind of been rocking with Big Meech, you know what I'm saying? Showing him love. He's free now. He came home about a year ago, a little less than a year ago. Probably still in that halfway house scenario. That's just what they do to him. And so we rock with Big Meech. But Big Meech basically has come out and been found out to be a snitch. So they saying. And 50 Cent is really spearheading this conversation. Saying that Big Meech is a snitch. Is he really a snitch? I don't know. But the scenario is that he was hooking up with some lady, and this lady particularly is a person that was an informant. She was like the ex-girlfriend of another one of his buddies who he was rocking with when he was in prison. The guy was still running his operation, and then Big Meech was able to snitch on that guy and get himself free. Now we don't know if none of that happened because it's not really no truth to saying it, because until you see the actual documents or the actual testimony, you wouldn't know. But this lady named Tommy Calvins is supposed to be somebody who they always connected to, or Big Meech was connected to. And he started telling her personal information, which became a way to downfall one of his buddies. That's somebody named Bobby. And the guy is still kind of claiming that Big Meech did this. You know what I'm saying? And so, is this all like smoke and mirrors? Is this what they just trying to defame this guy's name? This all started behind Big Meech taking a photo with Rick Ross. Rick Ross is doing a concert coming up, I think, like another week from now. It's in Florida or Atlanta, and it's going to be all about a celebration of Big Meech. You know, he had that song called BMF back in the day, and it was about Big Meech, Larry Hoover, and everybody named. And so now all of that's coming out, and 50 Cent definitely does not like Rick Ross. They've been beefing for over 10 years now, and Rick Ross was able to hold his own. He's the one person that 50 Cent couldn't beat. Everybody else who 50 Cent had that rap beef with, their rap careers had took a plunge. And so we was all looking to see why did that happen to Fat Joe? Like, why was he able to still stay afloat, but everybody else had took such a heavy plunge? It really was something to wonder. But that happened. So he was able to still stay Rick Ross and still stay a celebrity and still stay getting money. But when he was beefing with 50 Cent, it didn't turn out like that. That 50 Cent was able to crush him and knock him down. He was able to do that with the locks. He was able to do that with camera on him. He was able to do that with just whoever mentioned his name, Fat Joe. But now the scenario came down where he came up with Rick Ross. It didn't work. He even put Rick Ross' baby mama in an actual, like stayed in a room with her, brought her to his hotel. He just did things to try to see if he could ruffle the feathers with Rick Ross. He was not cool with one of his baby mamas at the time. That still didn't work out. But Rick Ross is from a big ass state, which is Florida, and they didn't have no real street rappers that was doing it to that level at that particular time when Ross came out. They do have Trick Daddy and guys like them that was out, but when it came to this, that people really supported Rick Ross and all that shit with his music. You know what I'm saying? So 50 Cent couldn't thwart him, couldn't knock him over. So 50 Cent moved on. But now, when 50 Cent had a situation where these guys, like his son, had Marquise, he had took a picture with one of Supreme's, which is 50 Cent's enemy from back in the day, supposedly got him shot up 9 times. He took a picture with Supreme's son, and that picture went viral. And then 50 Cent legendarily does not talk to his son no more because of that picture, Marquise. So he's kind of cut ties with his son. So he's basically put the notion out there that if you cross him or if you connect with his enemies or ops, then you basically losing a relationship with him. And there's no cut and dry. There's no coming around that. As soon as you mess up, you messed up. He ain't going back on that. So that happened to be the scenario with Rick Ross, with 50 Cent and his son. So then you got BMF. They all free now. What's his name? Big Meech and his brother. I was thinking about his big brother. His big brother took a picture with Supreme Son, and then 50 Cent came out talking shit about it, like, hey, woo, 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 you know, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't play that. You know, he don't like it. He does see it when it happened. So that was the second scenario. So now the third scenario happened where Big Meech just took a picture with Rick Ross. And they doing this concert thing coming up next week, and he was like, yo, they coming here, the video is viral. So people are looking at Ross like, yo, what you doing? Why you still messing with 50 Cent? And then looking at Meech like, you don't know that 50 and this guy don't like each other? You taking pictures with him? Or are you just choosing sides? Or are you just saying, hey, man, I don't rock with 50 no more. I'm going to rock with this guy. So some people saying that it's kind of crazy to think that somebody like Big Meech would listen to 50 Cent. Big Meech and them was all about togetherness when they was in the crew. They was all about helping everybody get money. Everybody in the crew got money. They wasn't trying to freak each other girls. They wasn't trying to backstab each other. It was about a big crew of getting money. So why would he change who he is now that he's free because he got cool with somebody or somebody helped him out? 50 Cent helped his family get the TV show up there. 50 Cent put his son in one of those acting classes so he could be the lead character playing his father from the BMF story in the movie. And his son became successful, rich. He's a celebrity now. So it's like you kind of owe 50 Cent a little something. I don't know if it's loyalty, but you do owe him. Maybe loyalty is what you can only give him. But I don't think that loyalty should mean that you control, that you can't have your life or have your friendship or freedom. Unless Big Meech called home from jail and said, hey, 50 Cent, there's a lot of rappers out there, but I trust you, and I want to see if you can do this for my son. And then he did it, that's one thing. But if 50 Cent had the idea, and his writers had the situation, and he had the deals, and he was like, I got these deals, and it's time for tell some stories, and I'd rather tell your story the most dynamic. I'd rather come to you and tell your story. Then that doesn't mean that 50 Cent, that Big Meech got some kind of connection that he has to maintain with 50 Cent. He did the project. He told his son that he could trust him and be in the project with 50 Cent, but that don't mean he owes 50 Cent this loyalty of, I'm not going to talk to people who you don't like. I'm not going to be friends with people who you don't fuck with. That sounds crazy to me. It's like, first of all, I'm a grown-ass man, and if I'm cool with this guy, for whatever reason, that's my business. And as a man, if you think I'm finna explain some shit to you, okay, as to why I'm cool with somebody or why I think this is my homie, then we gonna have a problem because I'm a man. So I'm not telling you shit. I don't think you need to agree. And if you don't agree, then let's talk about it. So 50 Cent put this picture up saying that what's the name, that Meech is a rat, and this Tammy Cowan's woman got a documentary coming out, and they're gonna reveal how he snitched on his friend who's in prison right now, doing like 28 years in the feds because of that time when supposedly, allegedly, Meech had told on him or was like a witness towards his case, even though Meech was still in prison. So they're basically meaning he snitched to get out of prison. You know, seeing that his son is rich, seeing his mom making all this money. It's a celebrity situation now. And it's like, that's what Meech always wanted back in the day. He just couldn't make it happen. And now he's out. He's like, okay, boom, it's time to set this thing up. As soon as I get off this damn, parole shit, I'm going to be rolling. My son is up. I'm going to be up. So I don't think he wants to sit under 50 Cent's tutelage as a grown-ass man, saying who he can talk to and following some kind of practicality of being friends with 50. It's like, that's crazy. I'm a man, and I'm going to be who I want to be with. This guy mentioned my name in the song. It was big. We was loving this song in prison. I'm going to show love to this guy. I'm going to kick it with this guy. I'm going to talk to this guy, get to know who he is. I'm not going to sit up here and ask you, hey, you think it's cool for me to talk to old boy because he did make that song? So as a man, I don't think Meech is going to talk to 50 Cent about what he want to do, because men don't do that. And if Meech got a problem with it, I'm sure he'll be able to talk to 50 Cent. But 50 Cent going to roll with all kind of security, all kind of lawyers, all kind of big time stuff and be insulated. So he'll be able to put a statement out there, but he won't be able to be accosted or confronted. So that way, in that regard, I'll just do what the hell I want to do. And it's like, if you pop up and we got to talk about it in face-to-face or something like that, that's the moment we'll do it. But I'm not going to worry about your ass right now. Because that's just jealousy. And trying to control another man because of you helping them is not right. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you didn't speak on it ahead of time, like, hey, I got beefs out here. These motherfuckers be trying to do conniving shit. So if they come at you like this and they got something related to me or anything connect back to me, maybe you should do this or move in this direction so it don't taint the project or the process that we got going. So I think 50 probably would have had to tell him a little bit more insight, because just to believe that he know everything about a rap beef or all the intricacies because he a black person, that really may not falter too well. So y'all let me know what's going on, man. What you think? Is 50 Cent going too hard on Meech? Is Meech a snitch? Is Meech right for not turning his back on what he believes? Or is he a man where he could be friends with who he want to be? Is Rick Ross just throwing a wedge in between that so he can make sure that they stop having a friendship and the money together and get making money together? Y'all let me know in the comment section, because I'm definitely going to be responding to this one. Peace, man, and thank y'all. Like and subscribe. I appreciate you.